Hello everybody, Manly is here, and welcome back to another episode of Cronos, the New Dawn. And so far in our exploration, we've acquired our torch, and as you can see there we have one ammunition at the bottom right. I also went back and got the rest of the ammunition from my safe and upgraded my inventory so I can have one more resource in my inventory. So let's check over here first and see what we got. Some energy and a flyer that says join us. Only union in Christ can give us shelter during the raging storm. The Church of the Last Days is your sanctuary. Okay. Can we take that? No. Nothing over here looks like. What does this say? New Dawn District. Okay, so we are officially in the New Dawn District. That's an unfortunate way to go. Anything on these benches? Babble of the party is not information. Release the steelworkers. Oh, something here. Energy. Residential area map. Oh, and it looks like the underground is split into those sections. Can't read the legend though. Okay. Let's push on. We've got a crate over here. Some energy. Okay. Anything else of note? Doesn't look like it. Okay, we can move that. There's something down there. But nothing to traverse down there with, so... let's open that up. Okay, so dead bodies. Dead orphans, I assume. Oh, look at that. That is grisly. Okay. Got some energy there. I like the blood effects that happen onto my character. Can we read this? No. Alright, looks like down we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, so we have a thing there to refill. I'm gonna get that. I'm going to just burn all these guys away. Oh wow, that has some range. That's good to know. Burning. Press L1 near the body of a fallen enemy to burn it. Fire burns bodies of the fallen enemies and stuns living ones. I feel like I wouldn't need to stun more so than burn. got those guys. Let's go over here, and this is that thing that we saw from up there. What do we have? Okay, some handgun ammo, metal scrap, plethora of energies, and a core. Wonderful. Just gonna kind of take my time through here, because I don't want to get ambushed by anything. Let's go ahead and burn those guys, and then run back for some fuel. I wonder if there's a game mode in that instead of that replenishing your fuel consistently, it only gives one. Okay, we have 4.5 full magazines. Any other enemy bodies that I need to burn? And that's empty. I wonder if that's intentional or a bug. Alright. I don't like all this growling going on. It's really dark in here. And these voices aren't helping much. Okay. Looks like I cleared out most of the minutia. Did I go in a circle? Wait a second. That was really confusing. Okay. Let's go. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna burn these guys. I'm not gonna give them the chance to sneak up on me. Yeah, definitely not gonna. Not gonna just keep them laying there. It's kind of like in Dead Space where you curb stomp them. Alright, what do we have over here? We have a shell patch. That's good.
Got a visual on the Fallon processor.
A non-combat relic module capable of turning into the anomaly. Can be used to manipulate time oddities.
Relic module found. An emitter. It can be used to manipulate the oddities.
Right. Aim at the oddity core with L2 and hold R1 to manipulate it. Oh. Okay. That's cool. Kind of opens up opportunities for traversal.
The predecessor, ND3500, reached. The anchor is intact. Well done. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage. Target seeded. The predecessor was on a search for a target called Edvard Vishnievsky. Calculating coordinates. Confirmed dive location in D3. The nearby housing project. You never reached him. I will carry on where you left off. The location continues.
Alright. We completed that objective, and now we have to head for the housing project in Sector D3. Find the location set up by the coordinates. Alright, that's the way we came. Nothing back on our friend, is there? No. Okay. Advanced time oddities. Some oddities may be manipulated multiple times in order to change their state. Alright, so there's that time oddity. We build a bridge. I don't know if those things last forever or not, so I kind of want to just scurry across them quickly. Then let's change it back. Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool mechanic indeed. What is this? Tresbian and Warsaw. Tresbian. That is funny because I had spent a year in the middle of the woods of Tresbian for work. So kind of a very cool callback for me. Let's look at this note. Information for travelers. New public transport restrictions. Passengers without valid pass will be penalized. There is a limit of 5 passengers per carriage. Always keep a space of at least 2 empty seats between you. Use trams only as a last resort. Workers of the New Dawn steel plant with season tickets are required to show their work certificate and ID card. You can kind of see the influence that COVID had on a game as this. And you could say that for any pandemic, but you know, that's the one that we were most influenced by as young adults, I should say. Alright, so nothing within those crates. Kind of disappointing. But we do have some energy here. And I wonder if those crates are random, as in the goods that they keep in them. Alright, we have another anomalous structure here. Says if we have no choice but to jump down. So by a friend. Alright, and another one. Let's go ahead and burn all 3 of them. Okay, so I took a hit there. Go ahead and reload. Anything in here? What do we have? 200 energy, quite a lot. Okay, sweet. Oh my gosh. Those guys are like a one-hit kill, it looks like. Okay. What do we have right here? We have an elevator. Neat. All right. Let's check these bookshelves. Got some energy. What is this? The history of New Dawn. The end of 1949 marked a new dawn for Poland, as the first municipal buildings were built for this envisioned city of the future. Here, the nation's best and brightest came together to construct a shining symbol of the triumph of socialism. At the heart of this vision was the construction of the largest industrial complex in the country, the New Dawn Steelworks, designed as a testament to human ambition and collective strength. The steelworks soon became the pride of the entire Polish nation. The builders of this monumental project worked with unparalleled enthusiasm, forging a unique system of leadership that inspired all. These work leaders, driven by a sense of purpose and remarkable skill, became living examples of the ideal socialist man, dedicated, capable, and unyielding in their commitment to the collective. Among these heroes, one name stands above the rest: Roman Bereka. His exceptional achievements secure the place in history. On June 21st, 1950, Bereka and his team achieved the extraordinary, setting a record by laying an astonishing 19,000 bricks in a single day. Modern homes rose from the earth, attracting courageous young men and women from every corner of Poland. These pioneers came not only to build, but to live in a community crafted with care. Designed to meet every need of its citizens, New Dawn became more than a city. It was a bright beacon of hope, where families could thrive and raise their children in the spirit of socialism. Alright, some more background there on the kind of geopolitical aspects of the game and the setting that we're in. We have a comic book number 1, Agent Cutters. Modesto C. Mall. A murder in C minor. Alright. I wonder if those are like a collectible achievement. What else do we have here? Yeah, we'll go up the spooky staircase in a second. Okay, we've got some energy. And a voiceover. Interesting indeed. That kind of gives us a glimpse into the travelers, in that do they not know how to write or communicate like that? Book swap suspended. Nothing else on the shelves. If you've never been to Poland, I highly suggest it. Beautiful place. The architecture of New Dawn. The whole concept of the underground station is regarded as one of the most ambitious urbanistic projects, not only in the Soviet Union, but in the entire world. The best Polish and Russian engineers have worked up a sweat for over 30 years to finally present the most advanced transport system in a new era. This, one could say, endless web of interconnected tunnels lets the citizens of New Dawn transfer comfortably from one end of the city to another in less than 10 minutes. Thanks to a talented team of architects, the way to work is not a monotonous experience anymore, as the whole station is a genuine art gallery. The rich ornaments and jaw-dropping mosaics decorating the walls turn the everyday journey into a deep cultural experience. Especially noteworthy are, however, the works of Antony Surma. His inspiring monumental sculptures are the best that social realism art has to offer. I would say Polish architecture is genuinely and realistically very impressive. What's this say? Premiere of My Life in New Dawn postponed. The architecture is, you know, some of those towns have been around for centuries, and it really shows, and it's so cool being able to walk in the Krakow and Warsaw squares and just really essentially be transported through time. Alright, we got some energy there. What is this? Hygiene is the foundation of health. Citizen, stay healthy. Follow the guidelines. Do not shake hands when greeting. Take care of your hygiene. When you don't feel well, do not leave your home. Limit contact with others. Do not attend or organize any meetings or gatherings. Keep your distance. New Dawn District Sanitary Inspection. Sounds like they were taking some pretty safe precautionary measures against something that they didn't quite understand to benefit the greater good. And judging by the state of things, it sounds like some people decided to dismiss those warnings and precautionary measures for their own selfish gain. Very reminiscent of a recent events in our world. A pharmacist note. Dear Olivia, tell Chrisia to go to Unity Hospital and ask them to give us some of their emergency resources. Beg them if you must. After all, we can't let those people go completely blind. Don't believe them if they say they don't have any. They must have some. I saw the big military trucks going in that direction yesterday. It must have been medical supplies, because what else? Maybe a miracle happened, and the commies agreed to finally accept help from the Red Cross. Professor Monica Fick. Alright, looks like we have a checkpoint here, so let's open up all these guys first. We have a core and a shell patch medium, an injector containing a fluid that prevents the temporal shell from perforation, restores a medium amount of integrity. Before handgun ammo, and let's get our torch up. We have a workspace here. Or I thought we had a workspace here. Oh, no, this is the workbench. Okay. Fabricated amount and inventory slot limit. And this takes 2. I'm definitely going to do that. Do I want to do that? Let's see. 2 inventory slots over... Yeah, I'm going to take this because having that extra flamethrower use, I could definitely see coming in handy soon. Okay, so we're going to max that out. And then, what can we upgrade here? I think 6 rounds in our clip is enough for enemies that we have so far. So I'm gonna save it. And what I want to get is either more firepower or stability. So we'll save our energy for now. And let's save. So, yeah. All right. And I think we're gonna stop there. Sure you may have noticed that I had another save there. Something happened with the recording software, again, and so I am hoping that I don't run into the same issues now. But I hope you're enjoying the game. I am. The lore, the story building, the environments are so unsettling, and piecing it all together for the first time is kind of incredible. The graphics and performance are doing surprisingly well, given some of the complaints that I've read. The combat is slow and evenly paced, which I think this game greatly benefits from. Given its influences from Resident Evil and Dead Space, I think they kind of nailed the pacing of the combat so far. But in any case, as always, I appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you next time.